always believe, never ever skimp on quality. We as a family feel that we put our name and we put our face on the market.
The standard that we use here is the same for any processing plant for human consumption food. So because Montego see a pet as part of the family. So the same quality standards we apply here.
At Montego, hygiene is very important for us, so we need to make sure that we don't bring in any contaminants. This is obviously also part of our HACCP and ISO 22000 protocol, where we have to make sure that the product that we deliver to you must be extremely safe. We can't take any risks. It's your pets and we're responsible for them.
HACCP is an international acceptable quality food safety program. It was started by NASA, so that people don't get sick they go into the space.
Now, these are two very extreme, and I call them extreme because it is extreme. We've gone through the training, we're all qualified now. It's basically where you have to make sure that you're absolutely positively sure that you're doing everything to offer a safe product, but not only doing it, but documenting it as well.
Because toxins has become an issue in South Africa in cereals, we found it necessary to set up a satellite lab in the Northern Cape at the co-op that we get buying maize from. Now what we do there is we test the maize before it comes into the silo. So after it's harvested from the farm, our staff member there will go out and take samples of the maize, test it, and if it's clear, then they put that into allocated silos specifically for us. By the time the trucks are ready to load out again, once again then he will go out and test, and if it's clear he will send it to us. Even one step further, when it gets to us here at our plant, we will test it in our own lab and for a third time, and then we'll pass it once it's clear. When the trucks arrive here at our factory, there's also a set procedure for sampling. We don't just take a scoop from the top. We have probes that you take for the full depth of the load, and also in various positions or areas throughout the truck or the container. And so you get a representative sample of that. We do visual inspection. We also do NIR tests on most of the raw materials.
This is probably the most important machine that we've got in the whole facility, and it's a near-infrared scanner. This machine is able to tell us within seconds if the product is what we are saying it is.
It takes the average and it compares it to a database on the computer, and immediately within 30 seconds it gives you a result of the composition of that raw material.
Obviously, if we do pick up that any products are below par, those products will be removed and rejected.
So if you have a look at the finished product, we have checks on those, and we'll take a representative sample every hour as the factory runs.
This is our on-site laboratory. We do tests on our product on a regular basis, right from the beginning to the end. We do tests on our products at 11 different intervals, every 15 to 60 minutes, and we do in total 35 quality checks on the product to make sure that we offer you not only a safe product, but also offering you a product that we are saying it is. If we are saying on the bag it's a 20% protein, we must be sure that it is a 20% protein inside. So all raw materials are all first brought to the lab and then tested, and only if they're found to conform to our standards, they are then offloaded and used in the production. Not only do we test during production or before production, but we also keep retention samples of all our products, which is then opened up on a 3-month interval and tested again, so that we can know that products still out in the market on the shelves are also still conforming to the standards and nothing has gone wrong with it in storage. So we can definitely say at Montego that we are offering you a safe product, and we know that because we test that. Not only do we test on site, but we use independent labs as well. You have to test your own tests. So we use those guys to make sure that our tests are correct and that our calibrations are correct. So for that we use national and international independent labs.